Started, I'd like to welcome Minwoo Lee to the Media Center here at the ZOZO Championship. Minwoo's playing on a sponsor exemption this week, making your first PGA Tour start since the Open Championship in July. So I guess just starting out, how does it feel to be back on tour here this week?
Yeah, it feels amazing. Coming off a win last week on the Asian Tour, so I'm really excited to come play here. And I haven't been back in Japan in a while, so I'm really excited, and everything's been so good so far.
Awesome. And yeah, you mentioned the victory on the Asian Tour, wire-to-wire fashion. What did that do to your confidence with that, being your first victory since going back to the Scottish Open 2021?
Yeah, it's been a while since my last win, so it's nice. I guess we'll see how my confidence is this week, but I'm feeling pretty good. 30 under on any course is, it's a fun short course, but it was, you still got to do it, and 30 under was a really cool achievement. I don't think I've ever gone that low before, so yeah, it was a really cool week.
And you were able to get on the golf course here at Accordia Golf near Shino Country Club. Just some of your first impressions being out here and what the challenge is going to be like this week.
Yeah, it's definitely a challenge. There's a lot of tough holes, and it's going to be fun. I mean, I think it suits some long drives, just because some of these holes play really long, and some of these par threes are quite tough. So I played the front nine, and that was a good challenge. It's I don't know how the scoring will be this week, but the greens are soft, so you can attack them when you get wedges in your hands. So we'll see how it goes.
Awesome. And then just looking ahead to 2024, you're in position to be a full member on the PGA Tour. I guess what are you most looking forward to? Being able to play against the best in the world in that setting more on a week-to-week basis.
Yeah, it would be amazing. I mean, I enjoyed this year. Played when I could on the PGA Tour, and loved every second of it. Played really well this year, so hopefully I can keep going until next year. But yeah, it's going to be fun. I guess living and staying around America a bit more, and that's always been a dream of mine since I was a little kid. So I'm really excited for that to happen.
Perfect. And just a couple more, and if anyone has any questions in Japanese, we do have some translation available. So after a couple more questions, feel free to ask any. But Minwoo, you mentioned the strong starts on tour this season. Right there in contention at the Players Championship, a T5 at the U.S. Open. I guess what aspect of your game, be it mental or physical, do you think contributed the most to your success this year?
Yeah, I think I really when I get that question asked, I always answer this pretty similar with like the first few years I was trying to find my feet a little bit, and then the last year and a half I've felt like I found my feet, and I'm just kind of working on that craft a little bit more. But I'm very comfortable now, I guess, in that situation, and being in with the crowd, and being up there on the leaderboard. So yeah, it's been really fun the last year and a half. Social media's gone really crazy as well, so that's been a really good support everywhere I really go. So really excited about that, and yeah, I think just being a bit more comfortable, and physically and mentally, and yeah, just listening to my body a bit more. It's quite tough with the travel, so yeah, I think I've always done that pretty well, and yeah, just finding my feet a little bit more every time I play.
And what's the schedule look like between now and the rest of the calendar year for you?
Yeah, I'll finish off on the DP World Tour. I've got a couple tournaments there, and then two in Australia, the Aussie Open and Aussie PGA, so I'm really excited for that.
And just lastly, just some more exciting news that you'll be joining the player roster for TGL. So exciting stuff there. What is that going to be like, and kind of what led into the decision there to get a part of this new league and new initiative in the game?
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, look at that. Look at the roster. It's crazy. It's like seems like everyone, and then there's me. So I'm trying to do my best and compete with these guys. These guys are obviously major champions and best in the world. So I guess a bit of my fun personality, and hopefully I can play some good golf there too. But I really like that type of format, team event. So I'm not sure what team I'll be on, but yeah, I'll be really excited. Hopefully I can get a couple of the big boys, and we could end up winning.
And hopefully try to trash talk Tiger a little bit potentially.
Exactly.
What's the trash talk game like?
Yeah, well, I was going to say I hope to be on his team, because I know his trash talking is pretty, with him and JT, it's pretty funny, all the stuff. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'll be trash talking him because I don't have much to back up against his words, but maybe I can try throw him off a little bit. But I know he's a man of many talents, so I'm sure he'll be fine.
Fair enough. All right, any questions out here real quick? Yep.
Hi, Minwoo.
Hi.
Obviously, you have full membership within reach, assuming beyond attaining that goal. When you look at the 2024 schedule, what other tournaments, what other goals do you have that you would love to reach? What stands out on the schedule?
You know, after watching the Ryder Cup, the President's Cup definitely rose up in the ranks. I wanted to be on that team last year, but I just missed out, I feel like. So, you know, that was a bit of a kick in the gut, and then ever since then I've kind of played well. So, you know, I love, as I said, I love the team format, and I love playing match play. So I think that will be achievement as we can. Yeah, I've always wanted to be on that team. I just love that. I love match play, and there's not much of it out here, so I would love to be on that team.
Have you met or interacted with Mike Weir or Trevor Immelman or any of the former assistant captains?
Yeah, Trev a little bit. I think I've met Mike once, but I haven't really got to meet them too much. I had the dinner at Bay Hill last year with all the internationals, and yeah, it was a cool time. But yeah, didn't have enough golf to back it up and get on that team. So yeah, as I said, it was a bit of a motivating boost, and hopefully I can do enough to get on that team next year.
Minwoo, through your time on the DP World Tour, you've played all around the world. What do you think a rising player like yourself benefit from playing in different venues, different grasses, different weather? What brings the best out of you from that experience?
Yeah, I think it's good because, you know, I think that obviously the competition's a bit better in America, but in Europe it's pretty competitive too, and to start out a little lower competitiveness, I guess. It was definitely a bonus, so I can learn my way up the ranks a bit. You know, when I first came out on the PGA Tour, I thought I was a pretty good player, and then thought I couldn't play golf after playing Bay Hill. It was one of the toughest courses I've ever played, and I shot like 30 over for the 2 days. So I learned pretty quickly that these guys are really good, and yeah, it was nice to, I guess, play on the European Tour, the DP World Tour, and kind of learn a little bit that way. Different courses, different culture. You know, when you're playing on the PGA Tour, you're in America most of the time, and in Europe, you're going literally every country in Europe. So there's a lot of traveling to do, and a lot of, I guess, you learn a lot about yourself, and that's the big key. I think a bit of discipline and is pretty good for me because I'm not that disciplined, so it was quite good to start out in Europe and learn my way there.
Assuming that you're going to be playing a lot on the PGA Tour next year, have you thought about where you're going to base yourself out from, and maybe the reason why you will pick that place?
Yeah, right now I think it's going to be Vegas. You know, every time I go there, I always play well afterwards. My good mate Kurt Kitayama, I always stay with him, and you know, he said he was nice enough to offer me a room in his place for the first few months and see how it goes. But yeah, I always love going back to Vegas and enjoying my time, and the golf courses are really good there, and a lot of friends there too.
What do you think would be key for you to do when you get to the PGA Tour?
I guess keep playing well. I feel like I've slowly gotten better every time and got good results. So next year is going to be, I guess, more of a full schedule, and hopefully I can, you know, get to the Tour Championship, stuff like that. I'd like to do as good as I can. Not in the elevated events yet, so I'll try get into them too. But yeah, it might be tough from my position right now.
Minwoo, you mentioned being excited to be back here in Japan. Just wanted to get your thoughts. I've heard quite a few players mention the fans, the atmosphere, just your thoughts on playing golf here in Japan. Oh,
it'll be amazing. Just, you know, today, just the fans were pretty nice, and they're always polite. But it's always nice to come back here. It's clean, it's organized, the food is unbelievable. It's probably the best player lounge food we'll have all year round. You know, there's sashimi and steak and rice and yeah, you know, I was saying this last week. Just playing in Asia, there's just the Asian food. As I am Asian, I love Asian food, and there's not amazing Asian food, you know, everywhere we go. So when we come to Asian countries, it's definitely a bonus.
Is there anything specific that you want to do this week? Any places you need to hit, restaurants, things like that?
I would like to shop a little bit. I know the fashion's pretty good here, so I want to buy some shirts and pants and stuff like that. But that's high on my list. We're going to go into Tokyo tonight, I think, with a few of the boys and check it out there.
Perfect. All right. Well, maybe we appreciate the time and wish you the best of luck this week.
Thank you very much. Cheers.